context. Because many of you have been hearing all kinds of things being said, whether it is in the social media or on your traditional media, meaning your radio, your TV, your newspaper. Much of it is just pure lie. Lie. Now, I hear some people talking about the Spark program. And I hear a man say, he might prophesy that is a Chinese company going to get it. And he might prophesy about how much money going to be taken from the Spark program as a cut. Though sometimes, you know, when you hear people talk and accuse, is them conscience or bother them, you know. Because that is what they did when they were the government. They did that. Yes. We, as the government, recognize that if we are going to do a program like the Spark program, it must be transparent. It must be cost effective. And it must ultimately stand up to public scrutiny by virtue of the accounting for the program, but for the quality of work that you get as well. The Spark program, therefore, is very different from any other program of road repairs and road construction that any government has done before. The other programs that were done before, first of all, were done by borrowing. The government borrowed a whole heap of money to do it. You had JDIP, that was borrowing. You had MIP, that was borrowing. And when they did JDIP and MIP, they cut to the contractors who did it. Not the local contractors now, but the overall contractor, which was a Chinese company, was a substantial cut under the JDIP. And when we took it over in MIP, we made sure that we renegotiated the contract to reduce the amount that the contractors got. In this program, not only will we not borrow to do it, which is very important. It's the first time the government is undertaking such a comprehensive road program, and we are not borrowing to do it. But it is going to be competitively done, meaning that there will be not any predetermined cut out of the contract for the contractors. No, what will happen now is that the contractors, and it will be one, it will be four, they will have to compete. So nobody taking up a contract and hand it over to anybody. No, it will be a competitive contract. So the best rates will be had for the people of Jamaica. So there is no predetermined cut or percentage out of the contract for the contractor. No, everybody is going to compete and give us the best rate. So the Spark program is quite different from what the PNP did before. We're not borrowing, and it is a competitive process. But the other thing that distinguishes this program and elevates it above anything that the PNP has ever done is that we will come to you to ask you which road you want to see repaired. And right now, we are going around the country having consultations with the people in the communities. There's a reason why people demonstrate on Black Road. You know. One reason is that politicians sometimes put them up to it. Yes. But the other reason is that people sometimes genuinely vex and feel that government ignoring their needs. And so the only way to get the government's attention is to demonstrate, protest. With the Spark program, you have a structured opportunity not to go on Black Road and burn tire to draw attention to your needs. You can come to a structured, organized meeting and you can stand up and say, I want to talk about the road in my community. And you can make your points, as can everyone else. And then we take everybody's perspective and views and opinions and we make a priority list out of it. So the Spark program is quite different from what the PNP used to do, where them have no accountability in spending public money, no transparency and no guarantee of best price and no guarantee of quality. This program has taken into consideration the decades of frustration of the Jamaican people regarding how their taxpayers' dollars have been spent or their borrowed money has been spent. And we have designed a program for transparency, for efficiency, for cost effectiveness, and for quality, and for public participation. No other program like that has ever been structured in Jamaica. So when you hear the PNP attack on a bad mouth, somehow it is as if they forgot that they had this government for 18 and a half years. And when they had the government, the programs that they put in were all riddled with corruption. Right now, I spend most of my time trying to correct things that started under them that should have been done well. If you had the country for 18 and a half years, we shouldn't be talking about some of the roads that are still not repaired. We should be talking about some of the water issues that have to be addressed. It's not since 2016 that bad roads start. Most of the people who are complaining about water, it's not since 2016 they never have the water. And people must remember that when I take over the government, I am not dealing with problems from 2016. I am dealing with problems that started in the 90s under the PNP government. Up to this day, I still have Operation Pride schemes that I have to deal with, where the people ever tell me them get land under Operation Pride, but they don't get no light, they don't get no road, they don't get no water. Same thing. And I have to be dealing with it now as Prime Minister. So I have to deal with the deficit created by the PNP, plus deal with the future development of the country. So when I hear them talk, I just shake my head. Because in opposition, they have all the solutions to the problem, but when they're in government, they cannot implement. And that is the reality. So all of the people know who just want power. You see me? Me's not a power hungry man. You say it all the time. If you have power, you must use it for the benefit of the people. If you have power, you don't have a purpose for it. It is oppressive. And under the PNP, whenever they get power, they cannot find a purpose for it. It is the reality. They talk nice. They say all kind of nice things. They play up on the hardships that exist. And I ask Prime Minister, not come here come tell us the things are hard. They don't come here come tell us the things are tough. But I know that this government that I lead and the commitment that I have given to the country, we have changed Jamaica in fundamental ways. Jamaica today is not the same Jamaica as 10 years ago, as 20 years ago. Jamaica 10 years ago, the debt to what we produce as a country was 150%. Meaning that if you take everything we produce in a year and put it towards the debt, we still have 50% left.
All right.
Remember me to tell you that. Today, we can take everything we produce and pay off the debt, and we have 28% left. And because we have run the country where we can pay down our debt, we create enough what they call fiscal space, meaning we create difference between what we owe and what we earn. We have a little buffer. And within that buffer, we take the money and we say Spark program. That is how we are able to say we're going to pay attention now to the road we pass your gate, and we're going to borrow it to fix it.
Are you going to spend it?
So Jamaica different. If the PNP they never said they was going to a Spark program, they would have come borrow the money. Because they never run the economy in a way to do it. And that is why they bad mind the Spark program. Because they wish they could have do it, but they can't do it. So Jamaica is a totally different country. Now, let me tell you another way in which Jamaica is a different country. How many of you remember 2013, 2014, 2015? Every budget that is being read, new taxes.
All right.
When I hear people talk about nothing I want, it distracts my head. Because yes, it's tough, but you forget 2012,
Mama's piece of pan your belly.
2013, when every budget read, you worry. We have the government now, we read 8 budgets, and none of you get no tax. But more than that, not only no new taxes, we reduce GCT. People forget about that when the PF increase it to 16.5, we reduce it to 15. You know, we are the ones who increase the tax threshold so that people don't pay so much tax, income tax. And we increase it again the other day.
Alright, sir.
Come on. Jamaica is a different country that you don't have to rely on increasing taxes to fund your budget. Jamaica is a different case. 10 years ago, the unemployment rate was in double digits, as high as 13% of people unemployed. Today, only 4.2% unemployed. Jamaica is a different and better place than it was 10 years ago because of this government. But I don't like to use the biblical analogies, you know. But it's just how people see it. When Moses went up to the mountain, Mount Sinai, to get the 10 Commandments, and him leave the people them. The people them get distracted. Man come with sweet mouth and all kind of things and tell them we build ornaments and idols. And people start to murmur and complain. Yes, it's a common thing. But Moses had to come down. And can you get mad, of course? But when that, you know, never keep it. And he gathered back the people again. And we have to remind the people what is the journey that we are on. And what is the struggle that we have to endure. And what is the end result of that. It is indeed a struggle, but it is not a hopeless struggle. Times are hard, but they will not be hard forever. You are making a sacrifice now, because you will be rewarded in the future. And I see it happening, because the biggest reward, and you know I was Minister of Education, and I believe in education, and the next frontier of effort for the government is education. When I see the little kids, I know that we have a good future. When I hear them speak, they use the language so well. They are so creative. They are so kind and disciplined. We have challenges in our education system, but we are reforming it. And we are seeing the results coming out of the PEP examination. So all of you kids have done well and get the school of their choice, I give you my congratulations, and I encourage you to continue to invest in your children, because they are the future. I just toured Exchange Primary. And I see the good work being done there. And we're going to improve that school even more, so that your kids can inherit the promise of the future. So, I am here talking to, obviously, supporters of the Jamaica Labour Party. And it is very important that I talk to you. But in this very spot are people who have gathered just to listen. Just to hear. And I hope that you have heard a message that is edifying, that is uplifting, that will give you a better perspective on things, that will convert you to the right position, that when the naysayers, the hypocrites and bad mind people, the purveyors of falsehoods, people who attack and assassinate people's character, the liars, when you hear them, you can say, move from the government, Satan, move! Yes. When you hear the evil one come on, you tell him, get behind these, Satan! Because all they want to do is to get power for themselves. We are going to do the right things for Jamaica, and we are going to try and do it as quickly as possible. We are going to do it right, and we are going to do it good. So my family, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming out. God bless you.